Hello and welcome to my diverse tapestry. Welcome to being part of my diverse tapestry. I'm Paula and this is my knitting yarn related YouTube channel. This will be episode number 1 on this channel. I have another YouTube channel with knitting related stuff, but it's in Finnish. So I'm from Finland, southern Finland, and I have been making these knitting podcast episodes for like 8 or 9 years already, but in Finnish. That channel name is Kurjen Marjan keitokset. Translation is about cranberries cookings. Let's talk about it later if someone wants to know why that name. But I have been making episodes there sometimes more often, sometimes not so often, like lately. But still, I wanted to get deeper in the knitting community and offer my knits, my doings, my tapestry to a wider audience, and that's why I try to make English episodes. And for not messing things up, I decided to make a new channel. So I will continue making my Finnish episodes also in Kurjen Marjan keitokset. But I think I won't be filming same episodes on both channels. So they will be overlapping. So like if not promising anything, but maybe like one episode per channel in a month, and in a way that they are a bit overlapping. So in both channels, I think you will be seeing most of my finished objects, but it might vary what I sew in progress and stuff. I usually film my episodes in an ordinary podcast style, like finished objects, works in progress, maybe some yarn shoppings, acquisitions, then maybe some plans. But we will see what I and what you will make this tapestry look like. So, well, as I said, I'm Paula from Finland. And I like to knit. I have been knitting about, what would I say, 20 years now, I think, maybe a little less. I didn't learn to knit very well when I was a child, even though in Finland we do have good handicraft teaching in schools, but I learned just because I felt like it when I was adult. I'm left-handed, and that's why it was hard for me to learn as a child, and later on when I started learning knitting on my own, I learned right-handed knitting. Yeah, and what else? Well, maybe I will talk more about myself later on. If you are interested, my life here in Finland, what I do or what other things I do than knit. Probably you will be seeing some dogs in these videos time to time because I have 2 of them here running around. But also about that later. And for the first episode of this diverse tapestry, my diverse tapestry, I will show you two of my latest finished objects and two of works in progress, at least. And we will go with that. So, let's start. First of all, finished object that I have on me, I'm wearing, and I already see that the sun is turning, so that in few minutes it's going to shine right to my face, but let's hope that we are able to make it. We might not be, but let's see. Yeah, I'm wearing my almost latest finished object, and it's from Line magazine. You might see that this one is in Finnish. Most of my Line magazines are in English because I like to knit from English. But yeah, I have for few latest I have bought from store like market, close by market, so they only had Finnish versions. And you can also see that it's the cover knit of the magazine that I'm wearing. And this is Aika Megumi Shinagawa. I'm not sure of the name Aika. Does it mean something in Japanese? I think Shinagawa is Japanese, but if it is Finnish, Aika means time. So this is the lace pullover sweater. This is made from as in a pattern, it tells you to use fingering weight yarn, but for me, I think I have a closer to sport weight. My yarn is this one. So this is, I bought it a year ago in a Tampere handicraft fair. I don't know what it's in English. Kädentaitomessut in Finnish. This is alpaca cotton yarn. And it has, where it is there, 56% alpaca and 44% Peruvian Pima cotton. And it's 250 meters per 100 grams, so it's closer to DK than sport, or about between there. But I have decided that I want to use this yarn for this sweater. This is really nice, soft, fluffy yarn, and I did get gauge with the successed needles 6 millimeter. Yeah, I think I used 6 for the body and sleeves and 5.5 millimeter needles for the cuffs and hem and also the collar part. Yeah, this was really nice and fast knit, for the needles are quite big, from top down, and these ribs are nice, like not twisted rib, but twisting rib, and which I made wrong in a cuffs and in a hem, it's right on the collar here, but I didn't mind. Yeah, what else? Yeah, I'm looking to, sorry, well, most of you don't know what reads here, but yeah, I'm looking to pattern to think of, did I make any observations while knitting? But no, I knitted it right as the, no, not right as the pattern. There's, if I remember right, there's, in a pattern there's, in sleeves, yeah, in sleeves, there is 8 rows between the lace stripes, and I made 9 because I have wanted to make sure that the leaves are long enough. I liked quite long sleeves, and they could have been even little longer, but again, I didn't quite know how much this yarn will drape and loosen up when wet or watered. Jeez. This is what you will be seeing a lot. I will lose the words, but I do it in Finnish too. But in English, I have harder time to go around the word. So let's see if you are strong enough to watch this all the way through. Yes, that was my first finished object. It took about, I think, not even 300 grams of this yarn, so it really doesn't weigh much. I had 400 grams, and this is full skein, and I think I have some leftovers, so about 280, I think. So it really didn't take much yarn, even though the yarn was about the DK weight, and pattern called for fingering. Next, I take a drink. Another quite recently finished object is from Line Publishing 52 Weeks of Easy Knits book. And it's sweater named Viimein. Yes, elikkä. So it's Veera Jussila's pattern Viimein, and also the picture here. Really easy top down boxy sweater, and mine is here. And now the sun is probably making the colors not so good, but we don't mind. Yeah, so top down, first rip on the neckline, and then you do the increases on the shoulders. Then for a while you knit back and front separately, then in a round to the hem, ribbed hem, you pick up the stitches for the sleeves and knit the sleeves. I think I didn't do any, I did make some increases. decrease on sleeves, but not much. Yeah, I wish this would have been slightly bigger. For some reason, my gauge was tight, slightly tighter than what I thought it would be with the 4 point. I knitted this with 5mm. Yeah, 5mm needles. I have here 2 fingering yarns, black and like this zebra colored yarn with the black striping on occasionally. Hand dyed yarns from black is from Silmusolmu, yarn dyer from Finland, and the colorful ones that has 3 different colors. I have faded somewhat it in the mix, so it's from Nordiska, also Finnish yarn dyers, and both of the Rouva Silmusolmu and Nordiska both have web shops. And then I have long lace for the mohair. But yeah, I wish it would have been a little more oversized, and maybe I will make another one or similar one someday. But it's okay. I haven't yet worn it, mostly because it's quite warm, and even though it's already winter here, I'm inside. I don't like to wear very warm garments, but yeah, I like it. It's quite nice. Not sure if it's really my color. I do like black, but I'm not sure if there's a little too much going on. But it's okay, yeah, and surely it will be used. This one weighs quite a bit. I think it took about what would I like 500 grams of the fingering, like slightly, I would say like 250 for both black and the contrast color or the colorful one, and then like maybe 75 grams of, or more, yeah, more, 75 to 100 grams of the mohair, I would say, but not quite sure. And for knitting with the 3 strands at a time, this is what I hate, and I'm not sure if this will focus, but the mohair yarn, yeah, it sometimes sticks to itself, and then you notice it later and you get this yarn loops here because the mohair has been stick to itself, and I haven't yet pulled all this on the inside. There was many of those. Okay, so I think that was the finished objects that I will show you this time. Then I will next show you 2 of my works in progress. And all of these I have shown in my Finnish podcast episode, last episode there. So first, here is sweater for me, and I'm doing it with the pattern Nordiska from Caitlin Hunter, Boyland Knitworks, but I'm not doing the standard color work that the pattern has. I just picked this pattern because I like the upper part of the pattern really much. I have made Nordiska before, so it's here. And I have made it cropped and with the short or half sleeves with a Finnish wool, and it's really thick, like yeah, and warm, and kind of it feels like welded. I haven't washed it or anything, but just from use it's already feels a little welded. But I like it. I like it a lot. It's good with the like over the shirt with the again word is missing. Only thing that cuffs are slightly too tight, and I have been planning on ripping the really small ripping that I have off, and maybe even the last colorwork button here, motif here, and maybe do it again or leave it from to here, so it would be slightly shorter and wider, because now it's just on the elbow and it's not good when it's tight. It irritates my elbows. But yeah, here is my last Nordiska, and I really liked this. Oh, thank. Honestly, I can't understand how the words are just. I'm trying to get the word from the cable. Yes, cables. I do know English, but it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I like the cables in raglan, and for this one also I didn't do it quite as in the pattern. The increases on a raglan are made differently, and so are in this. So yeah, I'm using Nordiska patterns upper portion, and then I will make something on the hem. I'm planning on making this same kind of cable as a rib, like a long rib, and maybe slice the ribbing. What are the yeah. Anyway, I'm not quite sure yet, but there will be no color work. All will be this same yarn. And then we get to the yarn. It's Grenke soul wool, reborn wool recycled. So this is 100% garment recycled textiles, and it has 65% wool and 25% polyacryl and 10% nylon. This lovely brown shade. It's in the sunlight, I bet it looks warm, but it's quite cold brown. Yes. And then I have I just had an idea a few days ago that, or I had an idea that I would like to make the cables on the hem, and also I would like to embroider something on this. I have the book of the embroidery book somewhere in here, and I would like to try it. And then I had so good idea. I'm not sure if I will make it to this sweater or some other, but I took new tattoo this summer. And maybe I show it to you. There's a butterfly Apollo, great Apollo, I think, in English. Another one, and then there's some flowers. And I thought that I could embroider something similar on a sleeve of the sweater. So at least butterflies and maybe few flowers, and I can take it on if it feels like it. But at least the butterflies would be quite nice idea to have on a sleeve and on a arm. Yeah. But you will probably see later on what I will go on with it. Then I have one more thing that I want to show you, and I will search the pattern. So I know this was the Nordiska. I think I have it. No, I don't have it on. Okay, I search it from my Ravelry library. I use Ravelry, but not very, how could I say, actively. I have been using it earlier, but for last year or two, I haven't even put projects in there. Maybe someday. But I do buy a lot of patterns from Ravelry, and I use the library, and I use it in inspiration. Yeah. So next one is Moby sweater for men, and it's petit knit pattern, and I think most of you know this already. So I'm making this for my man. It has a lot of dog hair on it because I'm knitting it on our sofa, and our dogs are allowed to be there with us. So here it is, and it will be a gorgeous one, a beautiful one. Yeah, Moby sweater, and yeah, all over cable sweater for my man, and it's coming along. It's quite tedious for some reason. Well, I know the reason. Knitting for men, you always have to make longer body and longer sleeves, and I'm not waiting to the sleeve part of this at all. And of course I have so many other things going on, but I still am hoping that I will make this in 2024. So maybe between the Christmas and New Year, maybe. But it's going on quite nice. Pattern is good. Nothing to complain about. I'm making this from Yerball Select number 1 mohair tweed yarn from Donegal. And the color is just stunning forestry green with the different color tweed thingings. And this is 110 meters per 50 grams. How hard is to find the content? 70% merino wool and 30% mohair. So, Swedish yarn. It's so well-known pattern that I don't know what else to say about it. I'm making it with requested needles, I think 4mm. Yeah, 4mm needles. Yeah. And I will show it to you when it's finally finished, and keep your fingers crossed that I get it done by New Year. So I can, with the happy mind, I can start all new knits in 2025. But for now, I think that was about all. For this time, I won't be showing acquisitions, even though I have made them lately. I did show my Finnish wool yarn buyings from this year's Tampere Handicraft Fair in my Finnish podcast episode, and probably will show last of my acquisitions in there on the next episode. So I won't be telling you that now, but yeah, I hope you liked seeing my knits. I hope you had lovely time and you had some knitting time while watching. And for the upcoming episodes, I would like you to comment under this. What would you like to see or hear? Tell me if you would like to hear more about myself or about my dogs, what I do with them, or do you want me to keep on really strictly to knits and yarns? I do some crochet, but not much. But I have something cooking right now. Yeah, and maybe someday I will dive back to yarn dyeing. I have done natural yarn dyeing, but not in a while, really. I do some arts, drawings sometimes, and I try to get on with that also, but yeah, tell me what you want to hear. I would love to tell you more about all other things, but if you want to hear only knitting, tell me that too. Of course, I would be really, really grateful if you would subscribe and like the video. It will help a lot for the new channel to blow up. I hope that my English is good enough to understand what I'm saying. I'm sorry for the word searching I have to do time to time. But I hope this was a right start. The one reason for doing this, for all the reasons I told in the beginning, is also that I don't have possibilities to use spoken English. Not at all, exactly. So I want to make it more fluent. I'm good at reading, I'm good at listening, I understand English really well. I prefer English speaking podcasts and stuff, but speaking, I don't get to do it. So I hope that with filming these episodes in English, I will get more confident with my English and my vocabulary is getting wider and easier to use. I have it there, but it's so deep that it takes some digging. Yeah, so anyway, let's not make this any longer. Thank you really much, very much to being part of this first episode of the diverse tapestry of my knitting journey that I want to share with you. Thank you and welcome back when we will meet again. Yes. Bye bye.